This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Netflix. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Rettinger's Rants. I'm John Rettinger, back from vacation, a little bit tanner than when I left. I want to thank Ashley for filling in with me while I was gone. Woo! So this week on Rettinger's Rants, we're going to talk about something a little bit awkward. I got this rash. I've always been a very open book when it comes to videos I've done on Rettinger's Rants or videos I've done on Techno Buffalo. It's something that's coming up more and more in my life, and it's kind of awkward because I know it's going to make me sound a little bit like a jerk. But it's something that happens, and I know you guys may be encountered as well if you do YouTube videos or you own your own blog or you run your own blog. So I want to share it with you. This is an episode of Rettinger's Rants. Go ahead and get ranting. So in my life, there are a few things that are more important to me than family and friends. Those two are probably some of the most important things that I have in my life, and I do everything I can to try and protect those two and do everything I can to help those two. But sometimes there are things that I just can't do. So obviously I've got a platform. I make YouTube videos. We have a relatively large audience. We have a growing website. So people look at that and see an opportunity to promote their own product, which is fine. But oftentimes I get a lot of requests from friends and family and saying, hey, my friend owns an iPhone case maker. Can you promote his case? Or hey, my friend is selling their iPhone 5 on eBay. Can you make a video on it? Or can you put a post up on Techno Buffalo? And the answer that I always have to say is no, I can't do that. And I always end up feeling like a jerk because of it. But can you imagine, just before you guys go calling me names and be like, hey man, you think you're so fancy. Could you imagine if I put an article up on Techno Buffalo saying, hey, you should buy this iPhone 5 on eBay? If I put a video up saying, hey, you should buy this iPhone 5 on eBay? Can you imagine what you, Mr. Watcher or Miss Watcher, would say to me if I did that? I'd be destroyed. The site's credibility would be lost. My credibility would be lost. I would feel super bad about it. And beyond that, there are FTC guidelines. We'd almost have to disclose if it doesn't provide reasonable information to the audience. I have to disclose that, hey, I'm doing this as a favor to my friends. And it just takes away from the integrity of the site. It makes us look less like journalists and more of just people that put words on a site. And it always hurts me every time I have to say no to somebody. But I have to say no. Oftentimes I get people that are super offended. Why would you do that? You owe me something from X. Or why don't you do it for me? We've been friends for 15 years. Or you're my 15th cousin, how come you won't do that for me? It always makes me feel like a huge jerk, and I don't think I'm alone in this. I think if you guys have a YouTube channel, you've got a blog, you probably encounter this all the time. So if you guys had something like this happen to you, have you had a friend come up to you and say, hey, can you promote this or can you do that for me? And you just can't do it. If you guys don't remember, I fought a lawsuit for the better part of a year. We were being sued to reveal a source, and we were being sued because the people who were suing us said we didn't qualify as journalists. So I fought for a year to say that Techno Buffalo and online bloggers are indeed journalists are entitled to that protection. If I were to violate that journalistic ethic, whether you think we are or not is irrelevant in the eyes of the law, now we officially are, that would take us 10, 20 steps back, and it always kills me. Whether you've been in this position or you know someone in that position, you think, hey, I'm selling my phone, or I know a case manufacturer, or my friend makes an app, can you promote it? Think twice before you ask them, because it puts them in a really uncomfortable position. And maybe this is a PSA, maybe I should have, rainbow graphics around me and say, friends don't let friends ask for help online. But it was something that's been on my mind. It's happened to me since I've been back from vacation 3 times already in the past 2 days. And it's just been sort of top of my head. So I wanted to share it with you. Maybe I'm offline, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm being a huge jerk and I should just do it. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on it. Leave your comments down below. So I want to take a minute to thank our friends and sponsors at Netflix. You know them, you love them, you should use it to stream TV shows and movies and to catch up on the latest episode of Arrested Development, which I'm actually watching right now. Definitely check out Netflix. They got a ton of movies, TV shows streamed directly to your television set, your PC or Mac. You can go to your console, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Nintendo Wii U, or Nintendo Wii. Pretty much every console you can stream Netflix on. Try it if you haven't. You totally won't be disappointed. Go to netflix.com/buffalo to get a free 30-day trial. Again, netflix.com/buffalo for a free 30-day trial. Thank you guys for watching that episode of Rettinger's Rants. It's more of Rettinger's ramblings, I would say, is a better topic for this video. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm John Rettinger. Please give the video a thumbs up. We most definitely appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.